Raghavendraya Paramapuja Avatar Avadhuta Jagadguru Shri Datta Ganapat Sachidananda Dattaji Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Maharaja Sharda Mataye Ramana Maharshi Mahautar Babaji Maharaja Lahiri Mahasaya Yukteswaragiri Yogananda Gauranganitai Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Trailinga Maharaja Bhet Narayana Sadashiva Brahmendra Maharaja Neem Karoli Baba Maharaja Adiguru Shankaracharya Chandrasekhar Saraswati Maharaja Nagajata Jayalakshmi Mata Jilelamudi Mata Anandamayi Anagha Sameta Gurudatta Maharaja Tara Mata ki Jaya Ho Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye. Dear all divine associates and disciples of Samasta Guru Mandali, today also Jaya Nama Guna Sankirtana is very much blessed to continue the Satsanga as a part of Bhakti Kriya Yoga, wherein which Jaya Nama Guna Sankirtana is blessed to relearn the autobiography of a yogi. And Paramahamsa Jagadguru Yogananda Maharaja and Paramapuja Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja blessed us to continue the fourth chapter, My Interrupted Flight Toward the Himalayas, from Autobiography of a Yogi as a relearning process. Now, yesterday our satsanga was blessed till he seldom spoke at length. Occasionally, his gaze would focus on a student in need of help. Healing words poured them like an avalanche of light. An indescribable peace blossomed within me at the master's glance. I was permeated with his fragrance as though from a lotus of infinity. To be with him, even without exchanging a word for days, was experience which changed my entire being. If any invisible barrier rose in the path of my concentration, I would immediately meditate at the Guru's feet. So this was being told by Sanskrit tutor Kevalananda Maharaja to our Jagadguru Paramahamsa Mukund Yogananda Maharaja. So what is very much interesting to relearn is Kevalananda Maharaja was being appointed to give instructions or tutor him on or teach him on Sanskrit. But what is very much interesting is Kevalananda Maharaja did not do any Sanskrit tutoring classes. He and Paramapuja, our Jagadguru, Paramahamsa, Yogananda Maharaja, used to spend a lot of time on Satsanga and deep Kriya meditation. So, Kevalananda Maharaja was telling that in the presence of Guru itself is a great boon. The presence of Guru, having a space or finding out a place before the Guru or Guru Sannidhi, we call it as Guru Sannidhi. Sannidhi means the holy premises. Itself is, there is no need of exchanging of words. That bliss, the current flow, the energy will flow from the divinity personified, the Guru, to the disciple. And if we relearned that there are so many barriers to a sadhaka. For instance, yesterday, Shivanna told about his experiences, considering that or those are as invisible barriers. So, any thought which is not on God is invisible barrier. Simple. So, if anything such invisible barrier rose in Kevalananda Maharaja, immediately he would meditate on Guru's feet. So we also relearned the importance of Guru's feet. Holy feet we call it as. Now Satsanga continues like this. There the most tenuous states came easily within my grasp. Such perceptions eluded me in the presence of lesser teachers. Now this we call it as experience. Self-experience. If once we experience that, we will not leave it. The main problem of the sadhaka or the disciples is experience. Because what happens by continuously progressing in spirituality or in spiritual rituals, like any yoga, any meditative practice, or any other spiritual ritual, it should be continuous and it should be a purification process. And we need to keep on training the brain. If not, we cannot. So Kevalanda Maharaja says, such perceptions eluded me in the presence of lesser teachers. So he made it possibly that Lahiri Mahashaya's holy presence itself is greatest achievement in anyone's life. The master was a living temple of God, whose secret doors were open to all disciples through devotion. So Lahiri Mahashaya also is telling, and he is also telling Jayanamoguna Sankirtana to relearn that my door is open when you come with steadfast devotion, single minded focus of devotion. If you're a true devotee, then my doors are open. So that is the reason Kevalananda Maharaja is telling Lahiri Mahashaya was a living temple of God. And the premises where in which Lahiri Mahashaya is staying, that was seen or called or often experienced as pilgrimage, a holy shrine. So, whose secret doors, this is very important, not material doors, secret doors, soul doors, these are open. Any gurus, Lahiri Mahashaya is telling, or Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja is telling, instructing Jayanamoguna Sankirtana to become a good devotee. Not only good devotee, G-O-O-D, good, G-O-O-D, good, good devotee. Lahiri Mahashaya was no bookish interpreter of the scriptures. Now see the holy characteristic of Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. He was not a bookish interpreter. So whatever, just reading, and orating. No, he himself is a wisdom. He himself is a divine library. Like that, we have to think. So, effortlessly, he dipped into the divine library. Now, look at that. So, within no time, just like that, he used to dip into the divine library. Foam of words and spray of thoughts gushed from the fountain of his omniscience. Wow, what a great learning. So, look at that. He himself is a library, divine library, and foam of words and spray of thoughts gushed from the fountain of his omniscience. Vibratory speech, not speech, vibratory thoughts, vibratory words, vibratory expressions, stimulating 72,000 astral nerves of a devotee. So he had the wondrous clavis that unlocked the profound philosophical science hidden ages ago in the Vedas. So people may be thinking that Lahiri Mahashaya is a railway employee and only he can do meditative practices like that. No, Lahiri Mahashaya is a divine library. Such a wisdom, he had the wondrous clavis that unlocked. There are so many things which cannot be interpreted, cannot be comprehended, which are in our Vedic texts called as Vedas. So, profound philosophical science hidden ages ago in the Vedas. That is the reason India, Bharat, is known to be called as Sanatan. That means we don't have any age for those Vedas. That is the reason, which are eternal, which are we cannot say which are formed, which are ever there. That is the reason this is the right term. Generally, Indian scriptures use Sanatana. So, long back, all there are hidden ages ago in the Vedas. There are so many profound philosophical sciences. No one can interpret or understand. So, Yogananda Maharaja also is telling us that over 100 canonical books of the ancient four Vedas are extant. Extant. That means four Vedas. We know that. Yajurveda, Samaveda, Rugveda, Atharvana Veda. Yeah. Jayanamogana Sankirtana can write those four Vedas. Yeah. Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja and Yogda Maharaja will feel very, very happy. Please write four Vedas. Yeah, Shivana will wait, no problem. Yeah, there is no such orderly. You can write in the way your thought arises. Samaveda, then Atharvana Veda, Yajurveda, Rigveda, four Vedas. So, over 100 canonical books of the ancient four Vedas are extant. In his journal, Emerson paid this tribute to Vedic thought. So, Emerson journal has paid this tribute to Vedic thought. What did they write? It is sublime as heat and night and a breathless ocean. So they are mentioning about this Vedic thought. It contains every religious sentiment. So that is the reason Vedas are for everyone. There is no such reason that it should be only constrained to one particular religion. It is it contains every religious sentiments, all the grand ethics which visit in turn each noble poetic mind, because Vedas are nothing but produced by God Himself. It is of no use to put away the book. If I trust myself in the woods or in a boat upon the pond, nature makes a Brahmin of me presently. Eternal necessity, eternal compensation, unfathomable power, unbroken silence. This is her creed. So look at that. What a Varnana. We call in Sanskrit Varnana. What a great explanation. This is her creed. Peace, she saith to me, and purity and absolute abandonment, these panaceas expiate all sin and bring you to the beatitude of the eight gods. Now look at that. So, 100 canonical books of the ancient four Vedas are extant. That means you can keep on reviewing. We cannot conclude such a big ocean. So, in his journal, Emerson, the famous author, paid tribute to this Vedic thought. So, what it says, all sin and bring you to the beatitude of eight gods. Now, this very importantly, as per core Vedic thought, there are eight gods. Any one of us know who are our eight gods? Or we call them as Ashta Vasus. Vasus. Ashta Vasus. Anyone? That means eight Vasus. Ashta means eight. Vasu. Okay. The word Vasu means brilliant, shining, or dweller in Vedic philosophy. Number one. So these eight deities, eight gods, which Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaj is mentioning, they, these are these eight deities are the elemental gods of nature. Please understand. They are elemental gods of nature. Now, what are those Ashtavasus? Someone is writing? Okay. Now, Yogananda Maharaja will be feeling very, very happy about it. So, who are those eight Vasus? Number one, Prithvi, Dhara, Anala, Agni, Anila, Vayu, Apa, Jala, Dayasu, Akasha, Soma, Chandra, that means Pratyusha, and Dhruva, Nakshatra. These are the eight gods, eight Vasus. So Shivana will repeat once again. Requested our Jayanamuguna Sankirtana divine associates to write word by word. Number one, Dharti, that means Prithvi, earth, isn't it? Dhara or Dhara or Dhara, Dhara, Dhara. So, what does it mean? The okay, first we will understand number one, Prithvi, Agni, Vayu, Jala, Akasha, Chandra, Pratyusha, Nakshatra. There are eight Vasus, eight gods. So that what Yogda Maharaja is telling, that the Emerson paid his tribute to Vedic thought, and finally he concluded, "Peace, she saith to me, and purity and absolute abandonment. These panaceas expiate all sins and bring you to the beatitude of the eight gods." So you will be absorbed into the divinity. So now, Prithvi, that means Dhara or Dhara. What does it mean? The deity representing, the goddess representing the earth and stability. Earth is known for stability. Number two, Anala. That means Agni. Anala, the deity representing fire god, light and metabolic energy. If there is no fire, no digestion. Hope everyone knows it. So look at that. And third one, Anila, Vayu. What does it mean? We all know that. The deity representing the goddess, the wind, atmosphere, and breath of life. If there is no breath, there is no Vayu, Jiva is no more. Simple. The being is lost. Soul left the body place. Then Apa. What is Apa? Jala. That means the goddess, the deity representing water and cosmic fluids. Then comes to, so we have seen Dhara, that means Prithvi, Agni, Vayu, Jala, and Akasha, Dios. What is Akasha? The deity representing the space or sky or ether. Generally in English we understand as ether. Then Chandra, that means Soma, the deity representing the moon god and cosmic nourishment. And then Pratyusha, the deity representing the dawn, morning light or the sun, morning light or the sun. Then Dhruva, that means Nakshatra, the deity or goddess representing the pole star and the fixed constellations. It is impossible to a common man to comprehend the universal principles, universal philosophy. One has to experience, and then only that truth will be noticed. It is not just like that telling, one has to experience. So these all eight gods, eight deities are will help us to expiate the sins and help the sadhaka to spiritually progress. So, if asked to explain the different planes of consciousness mentioned in the ancient texts, he would smilingly assent. So, suddenly, disciples, if they ask, Lahiri Mahashaya, uh, what are the different planes of consciousness? Like that, for example, which are mentioned in the ancient texts. Immediately. he would smilingly assent without looking at the book. Immediately, Lahiri Mahashaya would do Satsanga. Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. Please, everyone write Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. Oh, you also write Jaya. Jaya Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. Oh, how many planes in next Satsanga? Because time is getting shorter. Yes, good question. 7 planes, Meher Baba also used to say. Okay, that we will see. Yogananda Maharaja will help us. Now, who is Mahashaya? Have you ever heard the term, which is not generally called like Lahiri Mahashaya? In general, who is called as Mahashaya? Because Kevalananda Maharaj also is been or has been called as Mahashaya. What does it mean, Mahashaya? Anyone? Mahashaya. Mahashaya. What is Mahashaya? It is a Sanskrit derived word. Mahashaya. A Sanskrit derived word. Now, what does it means? This it is a title for achieving the highest energy, higher planes. So, any individual, or literally, it means higher soul or large hearted. Maha. Also, we can say, like, is vast like ocean, vast like ether. So, he is not normal personality. Yes, very good. Magnanimous one. So, illuminated sage, where he is not limiting to self centeredness, narrow. He is expanded himself like a sky. That is the reason Mahashaya, Lahiri Mahashaya. Now, so I will undergo those states and presently tell you what I perceive. He was thus diametrically unlike the teachers who commit scripture to memory and then give forth unrealized abstractions. This is the greatness of Lahiri Mahashaya. If someone asked, what are the Lahiri Mahashaya, please explain the different planes of consciousness. For example, this is a question posed. Now, Lahiri Mahashaya immediately would say, my dear disciple, devotee, because they are garlanded or they sat in a garlanded semicircular sphere. Lahiri Mahashaya used to say, yes, devotee, very good question. Like that, you would have said, I will undergo those states. If I wanted to tell you what is consciousness, 7 planes, 7 stars, you have to experience it. At every plane, the Sukshma Nadi Shakti, we call it as Sukshma Nadi Shakti, subtle energy will rest. Oh, this is a big satsanga. So, Lahiri Mahashaya used to say, I will undergo those states and presently tell you what I perceive. He never used to say, I have learned, I will tell you. No, immediately he used to, because always is in a lotus posture and half eyes open, half are focused on Agna Chakra in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, divine consciousness. So he used to say, yes, I will undergo the consciousness within me first. I will undergo those states. And whatever I perceive, I will tell you. This is experience. A Sadguru is needed for a sadhaka for this reason. One who experienced can give a better light. If not, there is an English famous saying, one blind leading the other blind. Like that, it will happen. Both will fall. One blind will lead the another blind. Where they will go? They will rest in dump yard. Isn't it so? Or not? So, experience. Experience that life force energy, divine consciousness. That we call it as divine power. Atmasthairya. Atmasthairya. You'll get that knowledge when you perceive. Amma will bless. So Lahiri Mahasaya says, he was thus diametrically unlike the teachers who commit scriptures to memorize or memory and then give forth unrealized abstractions. Oh, people, generally, Lahiri Mahashaya's presence was being told by Kevalananda Maharaja. He says, he is not ordinary teacher. If one doubt is asked, oh, I will refer and come back and tell you. Like that, we will say. See, for instance, Namaka, suppose, Chamaka in Rudraparayan. Namaka, Namaha, Namaka, that means Namaskara Suchana. That means we are bowing and praying, offering our prayings or prayers to Lord Shiva. Namaka. Om Nam Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishave Namaha. If this is a stanza, immediately he would say without referring to any textbook. That is the divine wisdom of Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. So, please expound the holy stanzas as the meaning occurs to you. See, Jainamugana Sankirtan is really blessed. Promise, Shivana did not know that the second para is coming with the stanza. Lahiri Mahashaya blessed Jainamugana Sankirtana to recite one Namaka Parayana. Oh, please clap to yourself. If no one is there, you clap. If two people are there, one hand you and other hand other one. Both can clap. Oh, no problem. Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue. Have you understood now why Guru Mandali is Samasta Guru Mandali is a pet? Jainamugana Sankirtana's pet. Jainamugana Sankirtana is a pet of Samasta Guru Mandali. Hope everyone understood. Shivana understood long back. It is not ordinary. Yes. You know how many challenges every day? Today Shivana is sick actually. Because Shivana promised that till I die I will try. What to do? There is some force. Not what do you call, like, pushed force. It is divine force, lovely force. It's not joke. Every day doing satsanga. It's not a joke. So very nice of it. Oh, yesterday also it was being told. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, satsanga is postponed. Any of Saturday, Sunday, every week postponed because our devotees are telling we don't have time to listen to bhajans and Jainamona Sankirtana Satsanga. What to do? No problem. As God wishes. Guru is ready. Disciples are getting ready. Like that we have to say. Guru is ready. Disciples are getting ready. Good. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. 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 Namah Shivaya Om 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 Shivaya Gurave Babajiya Namaha. 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 Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. 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 Hari Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. 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 Hari. So Lord Ganesha is blessing our Jainamguna Sankirtan disciples. Very, very good news. Because so many devotees are telling that Divyam Karmam, Sai assignments. What does it mean, Sai assignments? Can anyone write what does it means? Divyam Karmam is equal to Sai. SAI. What does it mean? Divyam Karmam is equal to SAI. Divyam Karmam, spiritual assignments for inspiration. SAI. Spiritual assignments for inspiration. SAI. Divyam Karmam. So many devotees are telling that we are unable to write four assignments in a week. Non-working people and working people, oh, five assignments for non-working people, four assignments for working people. Divyam Karmam. So all the devotees have started telling Shivana, we are unable to do it. Okay, no problem. So till this Sunday, the previous system only will run. If you wanted to attend physically the bhajan, you would have completed the total assignments as of now. From next week onwards, from next Monday, all the working people, two assignments. Very good news. All non-working people, only three assignments. Yeah, someone can write. Divyam Karmam from next Monday onwards. That means July 3rd week. Oh, very good. Everyone is enjoying now. All the working people, two assignments. All the non-working people, only three assignments. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Two assignments. Anagha, Datta. Two assignments. So happily they can write and join physical bhajan, Namaguna Sankirtana, when it is announced. Of course, we know that If someone wanted to attend the physical bhajan, they have to complete all these spiral assignments for inspiration. SAI, spiritual assignments for inspiration, also called as spiral assignments for inspiration. For example, you have to complete till now the total assignments and join the bhajan satsanga whenever it is announced. God blessings. Very good. Divyam Karmam, working people 2 and non-working 3. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. We are very happy because Samasta Guru Mandali is instructing. The ordeal of Samasta Guru Mandali is this. We have to keep focus, faith, and labor work. As we are doing worldly activities, the amount of time which we spend on worldly activities, the same amount of time should be practiced for divinity. It is not one day affair, 1 second affair. We have to keep, as we are working for worldly duties, in the same way we have to do labor for God also. Then only He will protect us. He will be with us. He will be every time He is with us. But Anubhava, we will have no experience. That's the reason we have to do work as a part of spiritual rituals. Very nice of it. Dattanugraha. So we'll resume on Monday. Dattanugraha. Oh, you got a doubt. Shivana is out of station. Datta. समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय, समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय, समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, तोरमोत की जय, तोरमोत की जय, तोरमोत की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय।